Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We are here. We are back again to do another week's horoscopes for the week. We're going to do all signs today. It's going to be a wild ride. It always is. I want to thank everyone who was on earlier today with me. Um, had a great morning of personal readings. And we've got Strega here. She's always She's always very willing to join us, so we're ready to do that. So, as you may be aware, the way that this works, we are actually currently streaming this live on YouTube as well as doing it on TikTok. So, hello to everyone who's joining me on both locations. Um, if you're on YouTube, you can see my cat. You can't really see straight where she is right now if you're on TikTok. I'm sure, oh, and now she's gone. So, what we're going to do is we will do what we do every week, which is I am going to take a look at the comments and we will pick our first sign based on what I see first. And we are going to do all of the signs today, guys. We're gonna burn through all of them. I'm looking at the water that I thought I brought over here that's not over there. I'm going to bring it over here for a minute because I need it. And there's no way I can do this without that water. Okay, got my bev. All right, so, okay, and all right, hello TikTok. TikTok's already going in terms of what we're gonna do and I usually pull one from or two from YouTube as well. We'll start with TikTok though. So hi everyone joining. And I already saw which one we're gonna start first. So we're just gonna get into it because time is money. Money is time. So the first sign that I saw come up in the comments, hello to everyone joining, is Aries, which seems very apropos, it being the first sign of the zodiac. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. All right. Can I please have the cards for Aries, please? That's good. Can I please have, whoop, that's way too many. Dude, no. We're taking the top. You know how this works right now, Aries. We can't. We're only doing 3 because we've got a lot to do. All right, so what we're seeing here, Aries, what I'm seeing here is this is a week that you're going to be coming into your power. That's coming through very strongly with the Strength card that we have appearing here. This is a reminder right now that there is something going on in the Aries life that does require a certain level of strength. The Aries is probably feeling this, and here's the thing with Aries, right? Like with a lot of other signs, you know, this kind of bravery and this kind of strength will be difficult. But for the Aries, they're really embracing it. Like they're very much up for the challenge of handling this because that's what Aries love to do. Aries love to be involved in these acts of bravery. So Aries is totally kind of they're like, oh, you want me to be brave? I'm an Aries. Like we can totally do this. And I think that there's also a lot more power coming into what Aries wants to do right now. Also just based on the fact that Aries is coming out of a place right now where they realize that they really, really need to get out of their own head. And that's also why I feel like the Aries right now are like, look, I will do anything as opposed to just sitting in my own head. And we see the Aries actively trying to engage as much as possible in these ways so that they can kind of get out of their own headspace and kind of show people how brave they have been or how brave you've been doing, Aries. This can also, I need to bring this up as well, this can also indicate issues around travel or plans. So this can also be a bit of a frustration point for Aries this week as it relates to things that they're trying to do and how they're trying to do them. So I just joined. Strega's here with us. What we're also seeing here, this also makes a lot of clarity in terms of the plans that are trying to be made around Aries and how they want to move forward, which is you are getting a transverse card this week, Aries, and it is the 7 of Swords. You're trying to make your mind up right now on something that is going on in your life. It's been a problem. It's been an area of conflict, but you can't help yourself. You keep looking back on it. You keep asking yourself what you could do differently. And this is really this is exactly the sticking point that clarifies a lot of what we see with the Aries Sun Moon rising in terms of wanting to be brave and wanting to move forward, but also being, it's almost like given it's not the thing they want to have action on is one that they're not necessarily 100% certain they know what the best action is. And that's where we find the Aries right now. That's where they're existing and they're stuck there. This is a lot of the same stuckness that we saw with, like, similar to like what we did see with Leo a few weeks ago, which is, and it's also because there's like, here's the thing, whatever this is a conflict. And the one thing the Aries don't want to do is they don't want to leave a conflict unless they feel like they've like really, really kind of gotten their point across or done everything they can. They don't want to leave any stone unturned in this because the Aries really want to win here. So that bottom of the deck for Aries this week, because that's a lot, and that's the thing. It's a lot of bravery for Aries, but just not in the way that Aries typically characterizes bravery. And I think that is really a bit of a challenge that we're seeing right now for you, Aries, is trying to get to this point where understanding that, like, this is something that takes a lot of guts to come out of your shell like this, because I feel like it's forcing you into a zone of discomfort and being more open about certain things that you typically wouldn't be. Bottom of the deck for Aries on this right now, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. So what this really says to me is, while Aries doesn't want to consider other options right now. Aries, you are hell-bent. Aries is telling themselves that they have options, but Aries don't. Aries are not. That's why they keep going back to this situation or circumstance right now, Aries. You want to tell yourself that this isn't happening, that you've got options, but really, really, you feel like you've made up your mind. And when an Aries has made up their mind, that's it. Hell or high water, like that's the course that they want to take. And that's the course that Aries is on. There is something to be paid, a note to be paid here that is, Aries, I mean, you know what you want. That's it's funny that the bottom of the deck is the fact that Aries isn't admitting to themselves that they know exactly what they want, that they're trying to kind of talk themselves out of it by saying like, oh, I have all these options. But really, I feel like Aries is like scared that they don't have those options and that these are all kind of an illusion because they know what they want and they only will be satisfied if you get this. Makes a lot of sense. Aries, that is your reading. Hello, everyone who's joining us on YouTube. Hello, everyone who's joining us on TikTok. I'm here with my cat, Strega, and I'm the Gray Strega. We are doing the tarot for all of the signs right now. We just did Aries. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Aries, so much. We're going to keep going. Just a reminder to any of you who are watching, at the conclusion of this video, I will be doing another raffle for a free 15-minute reading for all of my subscribers. So if you are a subscriber or thinking about being a subscriber on TikTok, now would be a great time to join. Bearing in mind that a subscription is different than a follow, and that anyone who's a subscriber to my services gets 10% off of all of my services. So you can also keep that in mind when you book a reading from me on my website, graystrega.com. All right, we're going to keep going, guys. So we've done, I got to write them down, because if I don't write them down, I'm going to forget them. All right, so we've just done Aries. We're going to keep moving. The next sign we are going to do, guys, put them in that comments. Let's see those comments, share and like. Let's get them up. I am seeing what is the next sign that we're going to do, and it is going to be Gemini. Gemini is the next sign that we are doing. All the Geminis in the room, let's start tapping that screen. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. If you know a Gemini that's on this app, now might be a good time to let them know that we are doing their sign. So make sure to share this video so they don't miss their message. Okay, what are the messages coming through for Gemini right now? Can I please get 3 cards for Gemini? Woof, there's 2 coming through very quickly. Good week for Gemini. 1 more for Gemini, please. 1 more for Gemini. One more for Gemini. Whoop, almost. No cigar. One more for Gemini, please. One more for Gemini. Just one, please. We got a lot to do today. One more card for Gemini. There it is. Oh, you guys tricked me. I got two. Sneaky Geminis. Okay, so let's keep going. We got 4 cards for Geminis this week. Here's the thing with Geminis. Geminis, this is going to hit a little different depending on how you connect with masculine energy, bearing in mind that that's not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. So for the Geminis, I'm seeing masculine energy is literally in the card that is the card of the day today, which is King of Cups. So there's something about a masculine energy near Geminis right now. Now, if you are someone who embodies masculine energy, then congratulations, this is you right now, or this is an energy near you, Geminis, and that is this masculine energy that you feel is a source of, is being able to come to the table to a certain extent, is kind of opening up, is kind of giving you the information that you need, is allowing yourself to be able to be emotionally vulnerable to them, and that they can do same in kind. So there is this feeling of increased generosity right now around the Geminis. There's also something here about something that the Geminis are all looking forward to. This could be an event. This could be something happening this week, or even in like the next few weeks that this person is a part of. And so I feel like one of the reasons that Geminis are in kind of this uplift right now is due to the fact that there is this happy, beneficial occasion that's occurring around the Geminis. And this has got them in the and a cause for celebration more than anything that's feeling right now around the Geminis, that there's some cause for celebration. If it's not immediately present, it's coming in the near future. And this is really the focal point of the Geminis this week. Now there are some fears around this. Like there are some fears that need to be addressed. One, you guys saw me shuffle. Here's that Hermit again. But the difference between the Aries Hermit and the Gemini Hermit right now, this Hermit is in its reversal. So what this really says to us is that Gemini, does want to, actually this was in its reverse for Aries. What am I saying? Gemini also needs to get out of their head this week as well. But there are also some anxieties as it relates to travel plans or plans in general, maybe, potentially connected to this event. I almost imagine there might be some anxieties around that kind of going off the way you expect it to. I feel like this is something that the problem with this situation right now, and even the one with the King of Cups, is Gemini is the other part. One part of Gemini really wants to kind of embrace this, and the other part is still feeling very reactive because we do have an Empress reversed around this. So again, this is also going to hit a little differently depending on how you connect to feminine energy. Bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. Specifically, we have this idea that feminine energy right now, something about the Geminis is making them, it's like they're looking, Gemini, you're looking forward to this happy occasion right now because you need something to focus on, because you're discovering that the more you're kind of left to your own devices right now, I don't know why, over some kind of circumstance or situation, you are feeling very unloved. And you're also feeling like you're having a hard time kind of getting the things that you want to come to you, which is also like why I kind of see you really looking towards this event or this like positive thing that's happening, because this is very Gemini in terms of the thinking. It's almost like this idea that you're saying to yourself, if I can't make it myself, if I can't make this like if I can't bring the things I love to me, I'll go to the things I love, is really what I'm seeing with this Gemini energy, which is really, look, I think that that's really proactive and helpful. Like that makes a lot of sense. I'm totally here for that. We love that for the Geminis. Bottom of the deck information for the Geminis right now is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, again, it's going to hit a little different depending if you are connected to feminine or masculine energy. Feminine energy, this really says to me that there may be some place in your life right now that you're not laying down heavy enough boundaries. That potentially where this Empress reversed is coming up, right? Masculine Geminis right now, this could be some issues that you're having with your partner or with an feminine energy that you want to partner with, because we're getting double confirmation with the Empress being in its reversal, which means like the Gemini masculines are really hoping for a win here. But I feel like they understand that they're trying to get their feminines out of their shell, because something about the feminines right now is holding some resistance that needs to be addressed. So that is the reading for Gemini. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. Hello, everyone who's joining me on TikTok. Hello, everyone who's joining me on YouTube. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. We are here doing all of the astrology signs. I'm here with my cat Strega. I am the Gray Strega. Just a reminder that if you're interested in a private reading, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I deeply appreciate it. All right, guys, you know how this works. I feel so sad that the TikTok followers can't see my cat, who is like, she's just like a little bit, she's always here. Like if you guys go to YouTube, you get to see her. But if you go, like, she's always just kind of lingering off to the side whenever I read. So it's just like, she's like an Easter egg you get if you're following my YouTube channel. You can catch her later. All right, guys. How are y'all doing today? Okay, so we are doing all of the signs. You know how this works. I'm going to be doing all of them. If you've missed your sign already, never fear, because it's being streamed on YouTube, and it will be posted at the conclusion of this. I will also point out that I will be doing a raffle at the end of this show, and at the end of the raffle, I will be taking a raffle of my subscribers, and I will be giving out one free 15-minute reading to one of my subscribers. So if you've been thinking about subscribing, now would be a great time so you don't miss that opportunity. And you also get 10% off all of my private services if you are a subscriber. So hello, subscribers. Thank you so much. Oh, good. Well, if you love a sweet hairless cat, Lex, then you're in the right place. All right. She loves it. She's my little reading companion. All right, guys, so I'm going to read off the signs that we've done so far, and I'm going to pick the next one. Here we go. Put your sign in the comments. So far, we have done Aries, Gemini, and the next one we're going to do is Virgo. All of my Virgos that are in the house, start tapping that screen, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. And if you know a Virgo on this app, now would be a great time to let them know. All right, what do we have for Virgos coming in this week? What do we have for Virgos here? Wow, that was fast. A lot of fast stuff for Virgos. Oof. Fast, but not great. Fast, but not great. Like, not great. But listen, Virgos, we're going to get through this. The thing is, Virgos, I feel like you're dealing right now with something going on in your life right now that is causing some kind of upset or friction. We see this very clearly with the 10 of Cups reversed. There's something that is disrupting the balance of what you're trying to do right now. And I feel like it's coming into sharp focus this week. Here's the thing about it, though, I need to bear in mind, because there are other people involved in this, or maybe a note to self, okay? One of the things we're seeing here is I feel like there's a lot, Virgos, I feel like there's a lot of self-fighting right now. I feel like you're fighting with yourself a lot right now. And one of the things that's going to help this situation is clearly if you kind of put that to rest. I feel like that there is a bit of resistance happening as it relates to something happening in your life, or accepting that it is the way that it is. And not trying to find positive, potentially, ways forward through it, but instead just trying to, like, being caught in like a bit of denial in terms of just accepting the reality of the situation as you find it. Just keep that in mind, Virgos, as you're going through this right now. The other thing to keep in mind with this, and this is going to hit a little differently depending on whether you connect to feminine or masculine energy, there's Queen of Wands reversed energy on this. So for my feminine Virgos, the message I'm really seeing here is, if you're noticing right now that there is this disharmony that you're experiencing in your life right now, calling too much attention to it or overthinking it Oh, you came over to YouTube for the cat. I love that, and I will be pulling it. I will be pulling the next. I'm going to pull the next sign from YouTube. So anyway, Virgos, as I was saying, so one thing to keep in mind right now is you may be overthinking something that you think is like this, like causing this huge disharmony point. But the way you're thinking about it might not necessarily be helpful or advantageous. Um, Instead, I need you to kind of focus on how you might be able to help the situation. Because one of the things we're seeing here is Queen of Wands reverse, which says for a lot of the feminine, Virgos right now, there is this feeling of, I feel like you feel disempowered to do anything, but that's only because you feel disempowered. I think you actually have a lot that you can be doing right now. You just have a very negative spin on it because something about the situation and the fighting with yourself is giving you a very negative idea on like how things can progress. I would definitely say the message for Virgos this week is to really concentrate on how you might be able to get yourself back in higher alignment. Something has got you off kilter. And that's what's causing so much of this inability to kind of generate the desired outcomes that you're hoping for. For the masculine and kind Virgos, this is going to represent the possibility that the reason you feel that there is this upset right now in your life has a lot less to do with you and more to do with the feminine energy you feel is causing this point of disruption. But when I see this, we need to point out something very important, which is if this is a Queen of Wands reverse, there's probably a reason that she is in a reversal. This can often, in its reversal, indicate issues around communication. And so this would be a call for the masculine Virgos to see what they can do as it relates to communicating better with the feminine counterparts. Bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you feel aligned to. This is going to help you find a path forward and stop so much of this internal fighting that you're having. Bottom of the deck on all this for Virgos. All of this overthinking, all of this concern is stopping you from getting things done. Move your attention potentially away from all of this anxiety around this and instead focus on how you can just get things practically done this week, Virgo. This is going to help you get into a much better headspace around the entire situation. I hope that helps, guys. All right, we're going to keep going. Hello to everybody who's joining me on TikTok. Hello to everybody who's joining me on YouTube. We are doing all the signs. Virgo, thank you, and I hope you got your message. All right, guys. So you know how it goes. And again, if you're interested, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, I heartily encourage you to book a private reading with me on my website, gracestrega.com. Also, a reminder that at the conclusion of this reading for all signs, I will be doing a raffle and pulling a free from one of my subscribers to get a free 15-minute reading from me. I actually just did the one last week today, which was wonderful. Thank you so much, Shelly. Congratulations, Shelly. She was a subscriber that won last week. And so if you've been thinking about subscribing, now would be a lovely time because you'll get in on that raffle. All right, we're going to keep moving. So guys, I'm going to tell you the ones I've done. Never fear if I've already done your sign because you can go over to YouTube and you can see it there. And as I mentioned, the next sign we're going to pull is going to be pulled from YouTube. So we're going to pull from YouTube. 1, 2, 3. The next sign is Cancer. Cancer, if you're in the house, tap that screen. Let me know. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I'm doing, what I do is I actually stream this on YouTube. So that way, if anyone misses it, they can go to the YouTube stream and they can find it there. And Strega's, you can also see Strega. It's almost like Strega vision because you can't see her. Here, can I twist this? There she is. Oh, gosh, she's being, yeah, it's typical. Well, I'm sure she'll be back. All right, so my Cancers, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're here, please tap that screen. Please let me know that you're here. If you know a Cancer on this app, now would be a great time to share the live with them so they don't miss their reading. Cancer, what's coming in for you? I've already got one card for you. Came out fast. Can I please get 2 more for Cancer, please? Can I please get 2 more for Cancer? Thank you. Can I please? Oh, I love the gift. Thank you so much. Can I please get one more for Cancer, please? Can I please get one more for Cancer? There we go. All right. What do we have coming in for Cancer this week? Well, good things. What I'm really seeing here is we're seeing a Knight of Wands. This is going to hit a little differently. So for some of you, this is new passion coming in, new projects, new communication, all good things. You might even be the arbitrator of a lot of this, particularly if you are a Cancer who aligns more to masculine energy, bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you feel aligned to. But for the feminines, I feel like this is going to be more that energy coming towards you. And this can also be you, but this could also be you moving forward any kind of creative projects or communication that you yourself hope to achieve, Cancers in general. I feel the reason is there's something about this energy, particularly around Cancers right now, that is really focusing on the time being right. The time is right. There's something that you've been putting a lot of work into, Cancers, and I feel that you now understand this is the moment for it. This is the time that you're going to hopefully see that the fruits of your efforts, and that's kind of why you're pushing forward so quickly on this right now. And also why you're waiting for this communication to come in, because you feel like this is the moment that this all kind of pays back. Now, there is a bit of a frustration point around this in possibly some energy that might be considered a challenge around this that you feel or have concerns with, maybe withholding on you. Whenever we see the 10 of Cups, this could be someone who, you really want to collaborate with, and this is why you might be pushing this forward in some ways. But there is an energy here that is still somewhat withholding, or there's a fear that they're withholding. So just as this is coming through, this almost indicates to me a turning away from the energies that are not giving as eagerly as you may want them to, Cancers. So we're seeing that coming in very strongly this week as well. Now, bottom of the deck right now, and this is also a reminder to Cancers, like, don't be afraid to like put it on the table. Like if this is really, oh, Strega, you naughty girl. She unplugged my computer. Hold on. Just a reminder to the Cancers right now. If this is coming towards you and you've been waiting so long for it, don't withhold. Now is the time to kind of put it all out there. Don't be afraid to don't hold back. Like this is your moment. Embrace it. Bottom of the deck. Three of Cups. So one thing to pay attention to right now as it relates to this scenario, Cancers, is what's going on with third-party energy. I feel like there may be, there's some issues this week that potentially may crop up around third-party energies for you, Cancer. And I think that some of this might be a bit of your own doing. Just maybe intentionally or no, because I feel like what I'm seeing here is there's such a driven focus right now towards this one outcome that you may have been turning a blind eye to some of those extra energies that are around you. And that can never go great. That can always just keep that in mind, that even as you're pursuing this, there are people around you that are trying to celebrate with you. And so that's something that might be, they might be feeling kind of left behind or left out. That's something you might have to deal with after the fact. If you're not too careful, there might be some blowback from that as you're going through this moment. Don't forget everybody else. Strega agrees. She just popped back up on the chair, couch. All right, guys, that is your reading for Cancer. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. I'm the Gray Strega. We are doing all of the signs here today. Hello to everybody joining us on YouTube. Hello to everybody joining us on TikTok. All right, guys, you know how it works. I'm going to keep reading through, and we've got enough people now on TikTok and YouTube that I'm going to go back and forth pulling. So the last one I pulled was from YouTube. The next one I'll pull is from TikTok. Hello, everyone. Why are you biting me, Strega? Strega wants to be on the camera for TikTok. There's Strega, so I can try to keep it. I can try to keep her in frame because I know she's a ham. Look at her. Have you ever met a cat like this? Yeah, she's trying to get pet as I read. It's ridiculous. All right, we're gonna keep going, guys. We're gonna keep going forward and onward. We've got a lot of signs to do. I'm the Gray Strega with Strega. We're doing all of the signs. If you missed your sign, never fear. That's why we are also streaming it on YouTube right now. So once we're finished, you'll be able to go to YouTube and see the full reading. Now, I'm going to read, Strega's gone again. All right, I'm going to read the signs that we've done so far. And now is the time for you to comment. And just a reminder to anyone who's joining us, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website. And also, I'm doing a special where if you become a subscriber, then at the close of this reading, I'm going to be doing a raffle. And one of my subscribers will be getting a free 15-minute reading from me. So that's some, and also if you're a subscriber, you get 10% off of my private services. So if you're thinking about booking a reading, now is a really good time to become a subscriber. All right, guys, we're going to get into it. So far, we have done Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer. The next sign we're doing is Aquarius. Where are my Aquarians? Aquarian, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are in the room, tap that screen. Let me know you're here. Claim your message. If you know an Aquarius on this app, now would be a really good time to reach out so they don't miss their reading. What do we have coming in for Aquarius right now? Let's see it. Come on, guys. What do we have for Aquarius? 3 cards immediately. Aquarius. I swear we got these cards last week. I feel this is the same vibe we saw for Aquarius last week. Aquarius, you are having some real issues as it relates to the work you want to do. Something about the work you want to do. We saw this last week. Something is blocking you getting stuff done. And one of the things we're seeing around it, the thing that we're seeing, and this is what's weird, is on one hand, something's stopping you from getting stuff done. But on the other hand, there's a victory afoot. So this almost to me says that to a certain extent, one aspect of Aquarians' lives right now is doing fantastic. Like there's something that they feel like they're having a big win on, but for some reason, their work is suffering as a result of that. So this to me, again, Aquarians, if you're feeling frustrated about this, I need to stress, I feel like you're putting your attention in different places. So remember the victory if you feel like you're not making the strides you want as it relates to the work you're doing. Because I feel like that's because you've kind of intentionally split yourself in half to go after this bigger win. Now, the other thing I'm seeing here is King of Swords reverse energy on this Aquarius, which also says to me right now, and this is really important, that one of the wins you have to deal with right now is actually in relation to, and this is going to hit different if you're a masculine Aquarian or you incline more with masculine versus feminine energy, bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you're aligned to. Masculine Aries right now, I feel like they feel a little disempowered because of this. Like they feel like they can't have both. And this is what's getting you in this like headspace where you feel like you're not having any victory. But I want you to remember, I feel like there is a victory imminent for you right now. It's just not in all areas of your life. Like you're doing something amazingly well, but you're just spread out too thin. You're trying to do too many things and you're finding that something you're doing isn't working, which is also kind of a victory if you're discovering that, because that means you're going to find an easier way to make it work. If it's not working, there's definitely a reason right now, Aquarius. And you're going to have a win when you get to the bottom of how to fix what's not working. For the feminine Aquarians, this is a sign right now that I think the victory you're having is like work-wise, you don't feel like you're getting much done, but you're also putting a lot of energy into your relationships right now. And I feel like you're making ground with a masculine energy that you feel is a lot more inclined to work with you this week than they have been before. And this in itself is kind of like allowing you to like soften the blow of like feeling like you're not getting as much done because things in this department are looking very much up. So that's something that we have to keep in mind here. So again, don't get too hard. I mean, like, also for the feminine Aquarians, just something to keep in mind. Like, is this going to be a constant struggle? Is this always going to take away from your work? Because clearly that can't continue to happen indefinitely. Bottom of the deck right now for Aquarians right now is you are in your magician energy. You are acting a bit like, Aquarians, I think what you're acting a bit like, especially as it relates to the work right now, is feeling like you don't have everything that you need to be able to do all the things you want to do. I'm telling you right now, that is a misconception on your part. You've got everything you need to get what you want to get done. You know why? You got you. You're the secret sauce, Aquarians. Anyone who knows an Aquarian knows that your mind is the secret sauce. Your dreams, your ideas. As long as you have that, the rest is like the non-essential. So just remember this and don't get so hard on yourself, feeling like you don't have what you need to do the things you want to do, because this is a reminder that you do. Just got to accept it. All right, Aquarians, that is your reading. So thank you guys so much, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Guys, I'm the Grace Strega. We are doing all of the signs right now today. We are going to move on quickly. Just a reminder that if these are connecting and resonating with you, you can book a private reading with me. Oh, the YouTube has frozen, which is odd, but hopefully, oh, it's back. You can book a private reading with me. If you are connecting with these messages, you can book on my website, gracestrega.com. I am also going to be offering a special to my subscribers. At the end of this live, I will be doing a raffle and giving away a free 15-minute reading to one of my subscribers. So if you've been thinking of subscribing to my TikTok, now is a great time. Remember that a subscription is different than a follow. It's different than a follow. So make sure you hit that subscribe if you'd like that. You also get 10% off all of my services if you are a subscriber. Okay, so we pulled Aquarius from TikTok. So the next sign we're going to pull is from the YouTube channel. Hello, my YouTube subscribers. Thank you guys so much for following me and for watching. All right, if you are, now's the time, put your sign in. Let's see what we got. All right, okay, we can't have the cards coming out yet. All right, so what do we have coming through? The next sign we're going to be doing is Capricorn. Capricorn is next. Capricorn. If you're here, Capricorn, tap that screen. Let me know you're in the room. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see you here. Let's see you coming in. All right. In these cards, again, we're seeing a lot of collective messages. You guys see me shuffle these, right? Okay, so what we're seeing here for you, Capricorn, right now is it's actually kind of hilarious because it's like the opposite of the Virgo reading. It really is a bit of, there's a lot of, it's like the don't get too mad, Virgos, if you're still in the room, because Capricorns are having the same message but different. Capricorn, I'm going to write you down so I don't forget that we're doing you. Capricorn, what I'm really seeing here is you are focused, and I like this for Capricorn. Capricorns, I've been having some difficulties over the last few weeks around some choices and some decisions they made. But I definitely see that this is the week that Capricorn is going to start feeling a bit more comfortable with the decisions that they made, with the 10 of Cups coming up in its upright. So Capricorn is moving with a gratitude mindset this week into whatever problems they were facing last week, which kind of, let's be honest, kind of had them like not in the best headspace. One of the reasons is, and I love this for Capricorns, I love this for you guys, one of the things you're doing is you're letting yourself be vulnerable. The reason things are hitting differently this week is because you've kind of let go to a certain extent. You've stopped holding on so tightly, and that is making all the difference. We see that here with the Strength card in its reversal. You are feeling vulnerable, but you're also accepting the fact that there's strength in that vulnerability. And I feel that this vulnerability is also why you're leaning so much on like the things in your life that you have to be grateful for, because you're really feeling the sensation of support in these areas of your life right now. And the reason you're doing this is because Capricorn, like I feel like one of the things you're doing that you're maybe not telling everybody as much about is you really are working on something. there's something that you really want to work on. Again, we saw the Capricorns deciding a few weeks ago to really kind of choose a certain path to go down. And this is really indicating to me that the Capricorns now have come to terms with the choice that they made, and that they're now willing and able to really go forward with the plans that they wanted to make, having made this choice, which we love for our Capricorns, because this is the removal of all of that conflicting energy that we saw them experiencing ever since they made that choice right off the end of the retrograde. This is a good week for Capricorns. Capricorns, you're getting stuff done this week. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Two of Wands. This might indicate some internet or troubles or difficulty for some of the Capricorns out there. Also, guys, like, don't. This was the struggling point we saw with the Capricorns around this decision. And again, it's the only thing that like stands in the way of Capricorns being like good with this energy right now, which is really the sense that like, Capricorns, I want you to appreciate sticking to the like, you know, I feel like there's always gonna be moments where you like reconsider the choice you made, but that's okay. I mean, you have those moments, but like, I think you're gonna immediately. I think you're already seeing results. I want you to remember, if you're already seeing results for the choice you made, like that's the perfect example that you made the right choice. So don't get yourself too caught. We see this with Capricorns. It's like this grass is always greener energy potentially. Don't get caught doing that, because that's going to slow you down in creating what you want, which is going to be perfect. You're not going to feel jealous over something you're making because it's going to be perfect. So don't get caught looking at others and comparing what you're doing to what they're doing, because that's just going to lead you to your own like personal like hell on earth. We don't want that for you. Nobody wants that for our Capricorns. We don't want that at all for our Capricorns. We want the opposite for our Capricorns. So Capricorn, that is your reading for the week. I hope that you enjoyed it. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. So hello, everyone who's joining us. I'm the Gray Strega. We are doing all of the signs. And my other Strega's back. My cat's back. So you guys know how this works. If you're here, hopefully. Hello, everyone who's sharing. Hello. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the follows, the gifts. We deeply appreciate them. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to read off for the next sign. Just bearing in mind, if I have already done your sign, you do not need to worry, because I'm streaming this right now on YouTube. So it will be there for you to watch once we're done, so you can find out what your sign was. Also a reminder, I am available for private readings. You can book on my website, and if you are a subscriber, I will be doing a raffle at the end of this reading, and I will be giving away a free 15-minute reading to one of my subscribers. So if you wanted to subscribe, now would be an amazing time to do so. You also get 10% off all of my services. So if you want to book a private, then you get 10% off, and you start, it's a deal of the century, guys. All right, we're going to keep going. So the signs we've already done, start putting in those comments. I think I pulled from YouTube last time, so this time I'm pulling from TikTok. The next sign we are going to do is Libra. Libra is the next sign. All right, hello, Libra, sun, moon, rising. If you're in the room, tap that screen. Let me know you're here, okay? Let Strega know you're here too. Okay, we're going to keep going. So, and if you know Libra on this app, now would be a great time to let them know about the reading. All right, on time. Good, amazing timing. So thank you. Oh, guys, thank you so much for the compliments. All right, so Libra. This is looking good for you, Libra, sun, moons, and rising. Look at my cat. And this is what she's doing. She keeps shifting positions, so I can't keep her in frame on the TikTok because she's just being a little sassy pants like that. All right, so what do we have here? I need one more card for Libra, please. One more card for Libra. Can I please have one more card for Libra? Libra. There it is. Hidden. First hidden card. A lot of stuff coming to the surface. Everything's very coming to the surface this week. First, all the signs so far. Libra's got a little bit of hidden energy right now. Libra, this is going to hit a little differently depending on weather. you connect to feminine or masculine energy. Libras that are in their feminine, this is going to be a week of feeling very much in your emotions, but in a positive way, with the Queen of Cups coming up upright. So there's something about your ability this week to really articulate and communicate what you're feeling, but also to be able to hold space for others. This is coming through very strongly this week. If you connect more as a masculine sun, moon, or rising Libra, this is talking about a lot of concentration on this emotional feminine who you feel is successfully managing their emotions right now. There's something around this energy that is very inspiring to you because you feel like it's very even keel. You feel like it is moving through things with you instead of fighting against you. And this is helping you. We need this for the Libras right now because what we see here is Ace of Wands reverse energy. More than anything, we see here that a lot of the Libras are currently working on getting a lot of things done this week. There's something very specific right now with the Libras in terms of getting these things brought into ground. And this can also be, and here's the thing, it's also potentially around the feminine energy as well. So also being able to bring that communication to a feminine who you feel has been in this energy for you for quite some time. So we also see that this is kind of a double whammy, which is the desire to move forward on plans and projects and creative endeavors, but also to potentially nail down communication with this emotionally level feminine. The hidden aspect of this right now with the Libras, sun, moon, and rising is potentially the Nine of Pentacles, which says to me right now that there is something right now very much with the Libras being in their own energy. So even while they're trying to, if you're working with that outside energy for the masculine inclined Libras, there is a lot of concentration here only on the self, which is why I feel like you understand that you kind of have to create this bridge right now with the feminine. But also this desire right now to find this harmonic balance, that something in your life right now has, you're trying to create this sense of comfort and peace around you. That's Strega, knocking everything over as I say comfort and peace. And so a lot of your concentration this week, it's going to be less on other people and more on yourself, even as you're trying to navigate certain relationships. And a lot, especially for the Libra feminine, this is going to be a week very much all about yourself. It's going to be very much about self-care, about getting the projects and things in order that you want, nailing those passions down to bring you this deeper sense of security and peace in your own life. For masculines, it's going to be a lot more trying to reach out to that feminine to create that harmony that you potentially feel like is missing. Bottom of the deck right now for the Libras is the Sun. What's really interesting is we just saw so many beautiful cards for the Libras, but I feel like there's some anxiety and fears here that are keeping you in this place of potential sadness. I want you to maintain hope right now. I feel like a lot of the stuff we're seeing right now is, fearing almost that this good moment is not going to last or is just lingering. And that's something that can be fixed. You can take a good moment and try to find ways to continue on it. I think that that's why the Libras are concentrating so much on their own happiness, their own joy generating this right now, because I feel like you're hitting the streak right now and you don't want to lose it. You're just really trying to hold on to it as much as you can and trying to get that energy to stick as well as you're able. But, this is kind of like a butterfly vibe, which is the more you focus on it, the harder it's going to be to grasp. So just try to enjoy the moment. And that's really the key to it, right? Just learning how to enjoy every single moment is going to kind of create this any like either way. That is the reading for Libras. So thank you guys so much. One extra note for Libras, guys. There's a lot of need here again. This is why with the Libras, you're going to be in control of your own world. You're worried about your own world, losing that control of your world. But here's the thing. You have the power. You have the power right now, Libras, to move things in the way you want, so long as you realize that it's all in your hands. Thank you so much, Libra. So everybody, it is a dapper mouth print behind me. Good eye. Good eye. I love this dapper mouth print. It's like a huge favorite of mine. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, and the follows and the gifts. I deeply appreciate all of you. So for any of you joining, we are doing all of the signs right now. I am the Grace Strega. We are streaming on TikTok, and we're also on YouTube. So hello to everybody in both places. Hello to all my beautiful subscribers. So we're going to keep going. Just a reminder, if I've already done your sign, you do not have to worry, because you can go to my YouTube channel and you will be able to find the full video of this afterwards, so you can find your sign when I post it. And just a reminder, if you'd like to book a private with me, you can book a private reading on my website, gracestrega.com. The link's in my bio. I'm also doing a raffle for all of my TikTok subscribers, keeping in mind that a subscriber is different than a follower. And one subscriber at the end of this reading will get a free 15-minute reading from me. So if you've been thinking about subscribing, now is the time. And you also get 10% off of my services. So if you're also planning on booking a private, it's like a good idea. All right, guys, so we're going to keep going. I'm going to read off the ones we've done so far, and I'm going to be now looking to, all right, and I'm going to be pulling from, let's see, what are we pulling? What is the next sign we're getting? And I'm pulling from YouTube, and it is Pisces. So, Pisces, this is your message. All right, Pisces. I need one more for Pisces. That's a transfer. Oh, yeah, that's transfers. All right, guys, Pisces. I feel like Pisces is just, Pisces is really just trying to have a good time this week. Pisces, I'm seeing you. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. If you're here, make sure to tap that screen. Let me know that you're here to claim your message. And if you know Pisces on the app, why don't you share this with them so they don't miss their message? So Pisces, like I said, you are in a place right now where you are really just trying to enjoy yourself, just trying to enjoy what you got, just like trying to celebrate and find like the good in things and being around the right energy. And you're really like, I love this about Pisces, because Pisces really understand the value of like good ambiance. Like Pisces and Leo understand like that value of like, if you don't fake it till you make it, if you don't have the vibe, go find the vibe. We see Gemini doing that this week too. Pisces is doing it in an even bigger deal. They're like, I will make my own party, anything to get out of like to get this energy. Because we also see Pisces in a place right now where there is a lot of communication coming towards them, and they are also communicating in turn. Really good sign this week for Pisces as it relates to communication. The question is who you're communicating with. Do you notice everything I said so far has been like great, like golden banjos for Pisces? Well, here's the catch, right? I know all the Pisces have been sitting here going, what's the catch? What's the catch? Well, here's the catch, Pisces. The problem is, one of the reasons that you're like trying to like dig so deep and celebrate and also communicate is because you've got somebody near you right now and you're just like kind of exhausted by their energy. I need to feel stressed. When this card came up, I remember, same card, geez. This card came up last week for you, Pisces. It's the same energy. And here's the thing, when I pull this card for Pisces, it hits a little different than other signs because of the significance of the fish for the Pisces. I don't know if you can see this. See that, Pisces? See that little fishy in there? This is an energy where you feel like you're worried that there's someone in your life who is straight up playing with you. Straight up playing with you. And you don't like that energy. You don't like where this person has you, or the feeling that this person can somehow like manipulate you or isn't necessarily like treating you correctly. And this is why you're in this transverse, because like you haven't made your mind up on this person. You're kind of waiting for them to show you, like to change their behavior in some way to like prove you wrong. But like we see that that's very difficult for, this is just kind of not changing. And as a result, it's the fact that you're like, and here's the thing with the Pisces, they're not giving up on this. I don't see you giving up on this energy. I just see you being like, fine, be that way. And instead, you're just trying to like double down on having a good time and enjoying yourself while also trying to like push this communication on this person who like seems very resistant or reluctant to like join in the celebrations. And they're kind of like a party pooper. I'm also getting like party pooper vibe here, which isn't really where like the vibe of like Pisces is right now. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Bottom of the deck on Pisces is, and I'm getting a lot of confirmation on the Pisces, so that's good. Devil reverse. Listen, I need you to just accept this, Pisces. If this energy, I gotta say, think about it. If this energy isn't coming in like the way you want it to, and you feel like it's playing with you, and you're not getting what you need from it, why are you entertaining it? Why are you entertaining it? If it's not healing you. And that to me is because you understand that there's something kind of karmic with this relationship. There's something pretty karmic with it. It's a bit of an addiction. You got to ask yourself if it's really helping or hurting right now. Because that's the inability to let go here, which is, again, Pisces are like, this person, you're not facing the fact that there is just something that might just be potentially toxic around this connection. And I'm not saying that it can't be healed, but it needs to be something that is addressed, right? Because it's less the fact that this person is a party pooper, and maybe that this person is like just literally like just the connection is one that is not positive for both of you right now. That's your reading, Pisces. I hope it connected. Apparently it definitely did on YouTube. Hello, everyone who's joining us. I'm the Grace Strega. We are doing all of the signs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all my Pisces. Thank you to everybody for the likes, the shares, and the follows. Just a reminder right now that I am available for private readings. If you are Pisces and this message connected to you, may I suggest a private reading from you? You can book it on my website. And if you're a subscriber on my TikTok, you can mention your subscriber name and you get 10% off that private reading you have. And if you're a subscriber, when I'm finished doing this reading, I'm going to pull a raffle, and one person who is a subscriber to me is going to get a free 15-minute reading. Bearing in mind this subscriber is different than a follower. So we are now, that was pulled. Yep, that was pulled. All right, we're going to go now. The next place we're pulling from is TikTok. So TikTok, now is the time. I'm going to name off all the signs. If I missed your sign, don't worry, because we're streaming this live on YouTube. So you're going to be able to go on afterwards on my YouTube channel, and you will be able to find your sign. All right, guys, so here's what we've done so far. Start commenting if you want me to see your name, because I'm going to look up after I read it, and the first one I see is the one I'm going to do. So far, we've done Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, and the next one we're doing is Leo. Our lions, our very patient lions. A lot of Leos coming through. All right, guys. And I am a Leo. So if you are a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, you're in good company. You got a lot of cats here with you today. So make sure to tap that screen. Start claiming that message if you know a Leo, sun, moon, or rising on this app. Now's a good time to let them know. You don't want the Leo to find out that you didn't tell them that your sign was coming up. You don't want that. You don't want that kind of energy. You don't need that kind of drama in your life. All right, what do we have coming through for Leos this week? Can I please get 3 cards? Hidden. Can I get 2 more cards, please, for Leo? Can I please get 2 more cards, please, for Leo? Can I please get 2 more cards, please, for Leo? 2 more. There's another hidden. Remember when I said that Libra had 1 hidden? Take it back. Leo's got all the cards hidden this week. Can I get 3 cards for Leo? Whoop, no, that one's not hidden. We love that one. We love that one being upright. Leo, sun, moon, or rising, tap to claim. We are seeing here High Priestess energy. If you're a Leo masculine, this is going to translate to a feminine right now that you just are seeing in their power. You are understanding, you are starting to see this person as like the spiritual gem that they are. So Leo masculine's connection to feminine right now is a lot of kind of appreciation for that feminine energy that they're holding space for. If you are a feminine Leo, my babies, bearing in mind this isn't based on gender, but what you feel aligned to, you are feeling in your spiritual center this week. This is a beautiful moment for you. Congratulations on that, because guys, I don't know if you've been paying attention to Leo's readings over the last few weeks, but it's been, in a word, a lot. It's been a lot. And it's been a lot for the Leos because it has been putting them in very uncomfy places. So we like this energy. This Scorpio coming in for Leo, is really vibing and is putting them in this higher spiritual. Whatever's been plaguing the Leos, we saw that inability to walk away from something that's been driving them nuts over the last few weeks. This is the week that you're getting some spiritual downloads from it. Things are starting to click. Things are starting to make sense. You're kind of like, oh, I get it now. I see what I need to do. I see how this is going to work. So there's that. But much like a good high priestess, Leo, as a result of being in this energy, does not have all their cards on the table for everyone to see. So they're vibing with this, but there is some stuff going on under the surface. Let's find out what that is. Leo, guys, what do you think? What do you think the Leo is like? I am in a spiritual place right now. I am worrying about nothing or no one, at least for the Leo feminines, because this is a different message if you're Leo masculine. Leo feminine is acting like this right now, or they're not acting, but they're vibing with this right now, because what they don't want to think about is the masculine energy. The masculine energy that is literally, the Leos have literally gone, you are driving me so crazy with all of your combativeness, with all of your not letting me have my way, that I'm choosing spirituality. I'm choosing the eternal. I'm going to my Leo. All the Leo women literally went, if you need me, I will be in my mind palace. That's literally what all the Leo women are doing this week from whatever this energy is. Because really, they're like, what? They're like, no, I'm going to be the bigger person. No, I don't care. Whatever. Keep throwing your sticks and arrows at me. It will not do nary a good. I will be in my mind palace if you need me. It's okay, Leo, I'm not going to question your methods for getting in the mind palace. As long as we all agree to stay in the mind palace, I'm copacetic with the plan. I'm here for it. The Leo women are going to be in their mind palace. If you're the Leo man right now, if you're the Leo masculine, then it's more you being seeing this feminine energy in their high priestess zone, and you being like, I got this. This is the one I want. I got this spiritual energy. I want to vibe with this person. And you're coming through very strong and powerful this week. And you're really going to try to it's almost like a game right now with the feminine to show who's boss, to be like, no, I'm going to show you how cool I am. I'm going to show you that I can rise to your level. I got what you need. I got what it takes, baby. I'm a good counterpart for you. We can do this together. Come down. It's almost like it's really a Rapunzel coming down from the tower vibe for the Leo masculines right now. So if you got a Leo masculine, it's like, yeah, princess, get down here. You're a little too high. You might fall. You might fall down and hurt yourself. So why don't you come down here and stop playing so difficult. Stop playing so difficult and just come down here and play nice. So, and if you've got two Leos, which God help us, because God knows I do. If you got a bunch of Leos, this is the game they're playing right now. The Leo feminine's going, I'm rising above this. Goodbye. I'm going on my spiritual journey. And the Leo man's like, please get off the roof. How did you get on the roof. But really, he's like, I know she's not on the roof. I know she's great, but we got to do this. I got to play this game and make her feel like she's on the roof. The other thing that's hidden right now for the Leos is, yeah, the Leo man and the Leo woman are both playing this game right now because they feel like they're not getting what they deserve from the other person. I love how this was like going to seem like, can I just point out to you, this is the most Leo thing I've ever seen. I thought this was going to be a spiritual reading. No. When would it be? With a bunch of Leos. It's only about relationships. It's only about relationships. And it's about the fact that the Leo feels like they're not getting what they deserve. All the Leos are like, I want what I deserve in this. And this is how you're going to give it to me. And they're basically trying to like draw that out of the other person. The masculines are doing a bit more by force, like a bit more like, like calling it and kind of thing. The feminine's doing it more trying to ascend above. So we see we literally see the up versus the down. One's going like, look how grounded I am. The other one's being like, look how spiritual I am. And they're both being like, gimme, 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 gimme. Get down here. No, you come up here. No, you come down here. Like that's what's happening right now. It's very silly. This is the silliest reading. But it also makes perfect sense. If you're a Leo, I can see all those hearts being blasted on TikTok. All the Leos are like, that tracks. That tracks. You get it. You get it. My Leos know what's up. Do we even want to see bottom of the deck on this? Also, Leo, if you want something, maybe you got to give something. I'm just saying. Throw a bone. Throw a bone. Throw a bone. Throw them bones. Just point it out. But this, again, everybody's feeling taken advantage of in the situation, which is what's very silly about it. Everyone's like nursing the wounded, hurt feelings and finding their own way. So, all right, we're gonna see bottom of the deck on this Leo energy because I am like hilarious here. Thank you so much for subscribing, Jadira. Just a reminder, the subscription raffle is for the subscribers on TikTok. But we will also keep, so anyone who subscribes to my TikTok channel is in the raffle. All right, so I do need to figure out a way to do that on YouTube. We will figure that out too. All right, so bottom of the deck for our Leo babies, our little babies, our little Leo babies, is God, why are we like this? Why are we like this, guys? Why are we like this? You know what's causing a problem with this whole thing? It has nothing to do with the two of you. It has everything to do with the fear of third-party energy. I'm not sure that the third-party energy is there, but Leo's intuition is pretty damn strong on things. Leos can tell when stuff's up. So what's really happening is Leos are demanding offers right now because they sense this third-party energy like the plague. They can sense it. They can feel it in the air. Their hackles are rising like a cat. Like a cat, they can sense other cats in the proximity to what they possess. And the Leos are now, masculine and feminine, are both acting like this because of the third-party energy. Obviously, the solution, guys, Leos, would be to, and I have to say this to the Leos, if you're so worried, you're going to hate this, Leos. If you're so worried about the third-party energy of them, what about you? And I can literally hear every Leo in this room going, but they started it. But they started it. This is silliness. Somebody needs to be a grown-up in this situation because that's what Leos are doing, a tit for tat thing right now. And they'll be like, give me an offer because I'm sick to death of this third-party energy. Show me what you got. Give me something real. Give me something I can hold on to. Because really, that's what's at the heart of this. Leos have been reacting. We've been seeing this from the start. It's why they've been pulling away from this connection because of the fear of third-party energy. And again, they're probably right on it because Leo's intuition with that kind of stuff is very on point. All right. Thank you so much. I know I love this necklace too. Thank you so much for the compliments. That was the reading for Leos. So thank you so much, Leos. Definitely, if that was your reading, make sure to tap that button. Let me know. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, and the follows. Hello to everyone joining us. We are doing all of the signs. I'm the Grace Strega. And Leos, if you need some help with that like stickiness of like third-party energy and you and your partner trying to like, or counterpart, like duking it out over who's going to be like the bigger person, may I advise a personal reading from me? You can book them on my website, gracestrega.com. Also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you get 10% off all of my services. Just mention the name when you pay. Also, make sure when you subscribe, when you book a private, it's a two-step process. You subscribe, you book the reading and then you pay. Sometimes people forget to pay. You don't want me chasing after you trying to get my money. So if you want your reading, make sure to pay when you do as well. So also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, there is a very big special happening at the end of this, which is I am going to be drawing my list of subscribers, one subscriber to get a free 15-minute reading from me. Shelly won last week. Congratulations, Shelly. We'll be doing that drawing again this week. So, but you have to be a subscriber before this ends. So if you want to get in on that raffle, now is the time to become a subscriber on my TikTok. Bearing in mind the subscriber is different than a follower. We are going to go on to the next sign. Guys, if I've already done your sign, don't freak out. You know why? Because I am streaming this on YouTube. Hello to our YouTube watchers. And if you missed it, you can just go back to my YouTube once this is over, and you'll be able to see the reading for your sign for this week. So, guys, now is the time. I am going to be pulling. So, I'm going to read off the list of the different signs that I've done so far, and then I'm going to pull the next one I see. So, if you would like it done, yours done, now is the time to start commenting on which the next sign you'd like. So far, we have done Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Leo, and the next one is Sagittarius is next. Sagittarius is next. We're just hitting all of the fire signs. All my Sag, I am Sag Moon, my beautiful Sag Moon and risings. If you are here, tap that screen. Let me know that you're here. If you know a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising, you should share this with them so they don't miss their reading. All right, guys, let me see those taps. Claim this message. What messages do we have coming through for, Sagittarius, one under the surface? All right, Sag stellium. I have a Libra stellium. That's super cool. And a Leo. All right, 2. Oh, 3 hidden. Okay, Sag, this is what we got for you this week. Two visible, 1 hidden. So the first thing we're seeing, Sag, I feel like you are moving at this place right now where you're just longing to go. This is going to sound a little strange, but this is really the sensation I'm getting right now. Thank you so much for the gift, Ressi. There is a desire to come home right now. Like there's a feeling, something has got you feeling like you have been left out in the cold and you want to come home. You're tired of this energy. You're tired of feeling like this. And this makes a lot of sense if you are a Sag, because what do Sages do? They run away. They run off when things are not great. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the paper crate. It's so beautiful. Sages run off when things are not great. And then suddenly Sages are like, why did I run off again? And here's the thing you also have to bear in mind. Nothing like a Sagittarius and that abandonment wound, just getting them running like a horse out of the races, right off the track, off a cliff, down a mountain, find themselves at the bottom of a canyon, look up and go, uh-oh, how did I get here? What did I do? I need to get back home. So that's what the Sages are working on this week. They're trying to make their way homeward again from something that, I feel like this is a very much like runaway child energy where someone was like, I am leaving. No, for real this time. No, I'm really leaving. And did for a minute. And then you were like, wait, I don't want to leave. What? I'm cold out here. There's grilled cheese inside. What am I doing? And so there is this desire right now to kind of get back to your comfort place. However, it's hard because I feel like to a certain extent, you feel limited in how you might be able to do that. I feel like whatever you did last week or something that occurred kind of got you in this place where you're like, and I appreciate this with the Sages, you're also accepting your own culpability in this. You're accepting your own, you're accepting your own part in this chaos. And the fact that there is a bit of self-created chaos here, in that you kind of started to steer down a direction and now you're recalibrating and you're pulling it back, right? And so we're seeing this heavily, which is like this push and pull. I'm leaving, I'm coming back, I'm leaving, I'm coming back energy. That is incredibly Sagittarian, you know? But, you know, I do appreciate, the thing I appreciate here with you, Sages, is my cat does look like a Sag, doesn't she? She's kind of got that vibe. You can see it. But, you know, I like the fact that Sages are kind of seeing the trend here. They're kind of understanding that they're standing in their own way to a certain extent as it relates to the circumstance or scenario. And that there is a deeper conversation around the Sag energy about I hate this word, Sag, self-control, about self-control, and about being able to choose a direction and stick with it to get the things that you want. Very heavy this week for the Sag energy. The other thing that's hidden right now around the Sages is, and what is Sag trying to come home to? What is Sag trying to come home to? Sag is trying to come home to broken connections. Sag is trying to come home to, connections in their life that might not be served. I have to point out though, Sag, this also indicates that this is a connection that might not have been serving you that great in the past. Bear that in mind. Hold that thought. Because maybe one of the things Sag also has to think about is why they keep running away from this energy. Maybe you're running away because you're blaming yourself, but maybe you're running away from this energy because this energy doesn't serve you right now. And you keep running back towards it. And you keep getting the same results. And then you run away again. And then we're seeing the cycle evolving. So I feel like the challenge for a lot of the Sages right now is really determining what direction. The big question here is actually, what direction do you want to go in? Because you are a broken chariot is going to go in a loop, and you're looping back on something. You keep changing your mind on something. You keep saying something is broken, completely broken, and then you go back to it. So this is really a moment that you have to decide, like, if it's really broken, why are you going back to it? Is there a chance that it can be fixed? Is there a chance that you're not going to feel triggered while you're there to leave? Because that's the thing. The Sag needs an environment where they're going to feel nurtured and taken care of. And that's one of the issues that's really at stake right now. And that's actually the issue why this Sag energy keeps leaving this situation. It's because the Sag doesn't want to leave, but they feel like they have to because they can't handle it. It's not a good place for the Sag energy to be. If you're Sag getting this message right now, it's not supporting you or making you feel supported or cared about. So what are you doing? Is it going to fix? Is it going to get better? Can it get better? Or is this just more of the same that you've always experienced here? Because that might be the message for some Sages right now, to say, like, you know what? The decision when you fix this chariot is not to go backwards. It's to go find a home, a place, a person, a connection that doesn't need to be healed, that already is healed and is going to support you and is going to continue to support you, instead of kind of going back and trying to play doctor or nurse to one that is pretty messed up. Bottom of the deck for Sages right now. King of Swords in its reversal. Can't beat this card today. Keeps showing up for all the signs. It's going to hit a little different if you're a masculine Sag or feminine Sag. Bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you're aligned to. For masculine Sages, this is going to be the fact that you have to realize that you need to stop standing in your own way. That you're putting up boundaries that are making it hard to get the things that you want. And you need to be more, actually, no, you need to be more, yeah, this is a boundary issue for feminine and masculine Sages right now. Feminine, masculine Sages, I stand corrected. Masculine Sages, there's something about this connection that is disempowering you. That's why you can't break free from it. I'm not necessarily, and I'm saying that that's very triggering for that energy. Thank you so much, Tony, for the crane. This is triggering you, and it's making you feel disempowered. It's not making you feel like you can leave, which is why you keep coming back. For feminine, you keep coming back because you're hoping that this energy is going to be nicer than they are. That this energy is going to be one that is going to collaborate with you instead of fight you at every turn. And it's also coming to terms with the fact that that's not going to change. This is the energy that you keep going back to. You can't go back expecting it to be different. It's just what it is. You can either take it or leave it. If not, you're going to keep being stuck in the cycle. Sag, that is your message. I hope that helps. Thank you. I see a lot of validation from the Sages. So again, thank you for receiving these message Sages. And if you are a Sag that needs, oh guys, and again, more for Sag. Yeah, this is why you keep going back, because you feel like this connection can be healed. For some of you, oh, thank you so much for the gift rampage. I love that one. I'd never seen that before. You know, whether this is a love connection that can be healed or not, you have to remember that a good partnership connection is not one that makes you obsess over it. It's one that gets you to a higher spiritual place. So just keep that in mind right now, Sag. I know you want this to be something that's going to raise your spiritual vibration, but you have to ask yourself, is that something you've seen evidence could happen in this connection? I hope that helps, Sag. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the follows, and the amazing gifts. I love the gifts. We are doing all the signs. And if you are a Sag who needs some guidance on how to kind of break free from potentially extremely toxic energies that you keep on returning to because they are just so alluring, may I recommend you book a private reading on my website, gracetrager.com. And if you're a subscriber to my TikTok channel, you can book that private reading and take 10% off the price, because my subscribers get 10% off all my services. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok channel, bearing in mind that that is not the same thing as a follower, that you also, at the end of this reading, will be entered into a raffle where one of my subscribers will be getting a free 15-minute reading this week from me. I just did the one from last week today. So congratulations again, Shelly. And we had a beautiful reading this afternoon. And we're going to keep going. So guys, again, if I have already read your sign, you don't need to worry, because I'm streaming this on YouTube. Hello to my YouTube audience. Thank you guys so much for the comments. I love reading the comments. It's a little easier to read the YouTube comments when I'm doing this, because the ones on TikTok just whoosh. But you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel after this if you've missed your sign, and I will post the full video so you will be able to see what we were talking about when it came to your sign. And I am now going to read off the list. The first name I see is the one that we are going to do. The last one I pulled was from YouTube, which means TikTok. Start putting in your sign if you'd like me to see it. So far we have done Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Leo, Sag. The next one we're doing is Taurus. Your cards are already dropping, Taurus. Here's your message. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Tap that screen if you're here. Hello, my Tauruses. If you know a Taurus on this site, now's the time to share it with them. What messages do we have coming through for our Tauruses? What do we have coming through? Let us see. Taurus. Resistant cards is what we see. Oh, here they come. Oh my gosh, this card, back and forth. All right, can I get one more for our Taurus? What else do we have coming through for Taurus right now? Hey, oh my goodness gracious. Taurus, what's going on, Taurus? Listen, Taurus, first of all, what's going on with all this energy around you? What's going on with all this energy around you? Hmm? What's going on with that? Who are these people? Who are these people, Taurus? Who are these people? Because I'm seeing at least two. I'm seeing at least two. I'm seeing at least two. Taurus is dealing with a lot of energies around them. And here's the thing, the energies are not playing in the way that the Taurus wants the energies to play. There's some reluctance here. The first thing we're seeing is one of those, like literally people pulling back right now from the Taurus on offers, tangible offers, and communication. And communication. So there's a feeling right now of offers and communication being withheld from the Taurus energy. And it's causing a lot of drama in the Taurus life. And I don't think they want to tell everybody the drama it's causing to have these energies that, again, more than anything. Oh, and thank you, Sarah, so much for booking a private reading. I will absolutely reach out to you after this to schedule that. So something, here's the thing. I have a feeling that Taurus is being very tight-lipped about what this is about. Like, it's almost a reflective point where Taurus, you're not seeing the offers and the communication that you want around these energies. So you're kind of giving it back to them in the same way. Because it's almost like, I don't like, huge message right now for the Taurus coming through, which is if you don't like what you're not getting, you have to ask yourself what you're giving to get it, right? Is there a distribution happening here? Because I feel like these energies are pulling away from you. And almost at the same time, both of these energies are pulling back. So I don't know, is there something going on with these energies in your life, Taurus? Is this something where these energies, like, what's up with this? There's something strange going on with this. Because I feel like there is this moment with these two energies that are looking to the Taurus and being like, what the heck's going on? Right? Like, what the heck's going on, Taurus? Like, these energies are waiting for Taurus to either bring something forward or communicate something. And it's like a bunch of people waiting in the wings, like tapping their fingers, like. And Taurus is feeling the heat of this. They're feeling the heat because there's something reciprocal in this. And the energies are both just looking at the Taurus. And what's hidden on the Taurus, oh my goodness. Taurus is recovering. Taurus is pulling off both of these energies. Taurus is putting off both of these energies right now. And not necessarily communicating or giving them what they want. Because there's something about a wound that's being nursed right now. There's something about Taurus healing from a big setback that they don't want to talk to these energies about. Don't want Taurus keeping your mouth shut on this. And you're like, no. And here's the thing. Taurus is saying to these energies around them right now, Taurus, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You're saying, oh no, everything's great. Everything's awesome. Everything's wonderful. I am so happy right now. No, really, I am so happy. Things could not be better for me. Oh my gosh. If you only knew. I'm just doing great. No, really, look at these cups I have. Things couldn't be better. And really, there are these two energies that are kind of standing over the Taurus watching and being like, really? What's going on then? Because this isn't, like, what you're doing is not normal. And it's really because Taurus is choosing. I'm seeing a lot of validation in the comments. Taurus is recovering from a personal setback or a personal loss. And they're also they're vibing themselves back into play. You're vibing yourself back in because whatever this was has got you in a real crummy place. And you're trying to accept, you understand that even the headspace you're in right now isn't necessarily warranted. I'll say this, even the Taurus right now are trying to convince themselves like, I'm okay. Like this is I need to get my head like on around this because there is something right now with this that is really it's making it's making Taurus have to reinvest in like getting back into their life, which is also these two energies. Who these two energies are, I mean, here's the thing, they're very much in equal weight right now in the Taurus's life. And they're really just like watching and waiting for the Taurus to give like the two cups that they know are there waiting to them when the Taurus is ready. But I mean, also for me, what I'm also seeing is these energies don't know that the Taurus is going through this because the Taurus isn't giving them indication of it. So they're just feeling very, you know, jilted to a certain extent. The energy in Taurus life may potentially be feeling jilted because like they're not getting the communication they want and they're not getting like the offers that they were hoping for as well. So that's where that is right now. Taurus is there's a lot of this is like a healing week for Taurus, a lot of kind of healing and trying to take care of themselves as they recover from something that they don't want to tell anyone about. You don't want to tell anybody about it, whatever the setback was. They're pushing people, like they're keeping people at a distance as they work through it. Bottom of the deck on this, Taurus. What's with this two energy? What's going on with this two energy, Taurus? What is going on with this two energy? What's going on with the two energy, Taurus? I don't understand. Who are these people, Taurus? Why are you feeling like you need to balance between the two of them, Taurus? Look at this. What's up with this? Because for some reason, I have a feeling you're disappointing both of these energies because something about these energies you're trying to keep separate from each other. You're trying to keep separate from each other, and you're quickly learning that that isn't working. That isn't working, and that whatever you're trying to separate in your life, you cannot compartmentalize people or situations. That you need to, there needs to be an active integration, or the whole thing is going to fall apart. And I also feel like Taurus is holding off right now because Taurus might be feeling a bit of the burn of trying to balance two separate but equal priorities and not being able to understand or find a way to do that successfully while they're grieving this loss on top of it. So this is the problem that's also there that Taurus is putting off dealing with. That is your reading, Taurus. That is some drama. I'm sorry, Taurus has the hottest tea of the week. What is going on? Listen, if you are a Taurus and you are watching this reading, may I heartily ask you to book a private with me because I want to know as much about that tea as possible because that sounds fascinating. I love all the Taurus are in the comments going, yeah, I know, it's crazy. That's a lot. Wow, that's some drama. That's a drama llama, Taurus. I don't know what's going on there, but again, you should also share your feelings. Why you gotta bottle it up and be all stoic all the time? Share how you're feeling. You don't need to hold all of your emotions all by yourself all the time. It's not necessary. Okay, so guys, so thank you to everybody for the likes and the shares and the comments. We have been doing all of the signs here. Thank you guys so much for all of the gifts. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Taurus, again. Taurus is waiting. Taurus is also waiting on some kind of Taurus is waiting on some kind of opportunity or offer to step forward that they somehow feel is going to add clarity to everything that they're choosing to do as it relates to those people and the situation. It's like they're waiting for this. They're waiting on this offer, and they're hoping that's okay. So there's also something here, Taurus, with your wait. A lot of this is also waiting for this bigger offer to come through. Okay. All right. So as you may know right now, guys, so what we're doing is we are doing all the signs. I'm the Grace Trega. If you, I will also point out for anyone who's joining, if you've missed your sign, you don't have to worry because I'm streaming this on YouTube. Hello to everyone who's following us on YouTube as well. And I will point out that if you missed it, you can just go to the YouTube after and I will post the video there for you to watch. Also, if at the end of this reading, I will be doing a raffle for my subscribers, and one lucky subscriber will be getting a free 15-minute reading from me. That's over a Zoom call, as all my privates are, with the option to record. And anybody who is a subscriber to my TikTok channel can also take 10% off all of my reading services. Just make sure to mention your TikTok ID when you book the reading, so that I know it's you, and I can make sure that you get, and so that way we can confirm that you get to take the 10% off. So we're going to go through now. I'm going to name the signs that we've done so far. Now is the time, guys, start putting in those comments, start telling me which sign you want me to do next, and we will do the next one. So far we have done Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, and that leaves, I'm waiting for it. You know which one it is. We see it. Our Scorpions, thank you so much for being patient. Guys, it's your season, and I saved you for last, but we saved the best for last here. So we win. All right. What messages do we have coming through for Scorpio right now? What do we have coming through for Scorpio? Thank you guys so much for the follows. Oh, 3 cards coming out fast, all upright, which is good for the Scorpios, because I don't know if you're keeping mind. Scorpio, if you haven't been watching these, you've been having some hard weeks, dude. I feel like Scorpio's been having a very, very tough time recently. You'll recall one of the things we saw with the Scorpion energy recently was the fact that you had to kind of go through this experience right now in your life that was a big shift. And it almost made you like call into question a lot of the ways you've been doing things and how you've been doing things, because it was even too much change for the Scorpions, and Scorpions love change. But we have been seeing you recalibrating, and I feel like this is the week that recalibration is really kind of getting into focus. Specifically, we see here, and here she is again. We love this queen. We see the High Priestess, which is going to hit a little different depending on whether you connect to feminine or masculine energy. Bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. So one of the things we're seeing right now for the Scorpions is if you are a masculine Scorpion, there is a feminine right now in your life, a feminine energy that you really are looking to for kind of higher insight and clarity. And you feel that this presence is very close to you again. I think this is adding a lot of relief to helping you move through this process that you've been going through recently as it relates to some of the experiences you've been having that are so hard to kind of get through. Feminine Scorpios, this is beautiful, because what this really says is you're feeling in your power. This is like the first week that you're actually feeling like, you know what, I can do this. Last week we saw you kind of getting there, but this is a week you're like, no, I can absolutely do this. You're starting to understand the message. You're starting to understand why this had to occur the way it did, why you find yourself where the insights are starting to come through. So this is going to be a very positive week for the feminine inclined Scorpions, and a very uplifting week for the masculine inclined Scorpions, because I feel like they also feel like they're getting this insight by proxy, if you will. Energetically, there's also a lot of feeling, though, of frustration, because I feel like the Scorpions are waiting for this offer to come forward from an outside offer, some kind of opportunity that's going to, and for the masculines, I feel like this is the offer that they want to bring towards that High Priestess energy. For the feminine, I feel like this is waiting on a masculine energy to potentially come forward towards you with an offer, with something tangible. And in either case, this is still a bit of a frustration point for the Scorpions right now, Again, kind of much like, I have to point out, much like the Leo energy here, but a little different. The Scorpions are not being as, surprisingly, not being as dramatic as the Leos were being about it, which is the Scorpios are much more of the sense that they're being patient. They're being divinely patient here. Both of them, masculine and feminine, for different reasons. The feminine Scorpions are being patient because they're in spiritual alignment right now. And they're like, you know what? I don't need to stress. Anything meant for me is going to come to me. I'm vibing. I'm fine. Masculine Scorpions are like, I just need to sit here with this offer. I need to wait. I need to be patient. I need to be steadfast. I need to be unwavering. And I need to trust that even though I can't bring this offer to her immediately, that my divine feminine, my feminine counterpart, is so spiritually aligned that she understands why and she knows that this is coming. And these two are in tune right now. And that's why everybody's vibing off each other. Everybody's like, I can be patient. As long as you're here, I can be as patient as I need to be. That's the vibe we're really getting with all of the Scorpion energy, just for different reasons, which we love. The reason, though, is because there is a sense of frustration, though, around the situation. Because, again, this patience is also built on one, that the Scorpions are being incredibly patient right now because they do feel like there is this imbalance in their life. Ever since this change occurred, this imbalance has taken over the Scorpions' lives. And this is becoming very difficult for the Scorpions to bear on their own. And I almost feel the reason that the Scorpions are being so patient with their counterparts right now is because they realize just how much they need that counterpart energy to help them balance this gross imbalance that they've already started to experience in where they find themselves in this experience that they're having to go through in their life path. And this is what's, again, the situation driving this higher karmic lesson. Scorpions moving into this place of deep, like, spiritual wisdom and patience as they go through this, saying, like, I would wait forever to see you or to get this from you, so long as you help me correct this imbalance. And only you, my counterpart energy, thank you so much for the gift, Ari. Only you can help me balance this imbalance within me. Bottom of the deck for this very deep Scorpionic reading. You're still fighting with yourself, Scorpio. Even through this patience, this is like a situation of still seas, hide rough waters kind of thing. You've got a lot of inner. Thank you. I love them. You've got a lot of inner. You also have a hard time talking about it. You have a lot of inner turmoil happening right now within you. So much so that you literally are at a loss for words on how to explain it. I don't feel like you think there's, even to the counterpart that you have, I don't even think you feel like there's a way for you to explain it. You're having so much of an internal crisis, and you just want peace. And the problem is right now you can't find that peace within yourself. Thank you so much for the gift, Lamont. But you can't find the peace within yourself. The peace is there within yourself. I need to stress this. You just haven't found it yet. And yes, I agree that I think that this counterpart energy certainly appears to be able to help you with that. But also, like, they're going to help you find this internal peace with it, right? We don't want you to do that Scorpion thing, right, where you might potentially be running to them to hide from this. This is going to have to be faced. You're going to have to find this within yourself. This person can obviously help you, but they can't be the balm to ease this. This is clearly not a situation that you can escape by not thinking about it. It's going to need you're going to have to, that balance does need to be restored one way or another. It's just, you just haven't found that yet. That's your reading, Scorpio. And that, my friends, is all of the signs. And I think I got a new personal record. I think we did a new personal record in terms of doing all of the signs. I want to thank all of you guys. So just a reminder, and Scorpios, if you would like some help getting through that inner turmoil and that finding that balance, may I suggest a personal reading from me? You can book a reading on my website, gracerega.com. just a reminder that if you are a subscriber, you can mention that you're a subscriber to my TikTok when you pay, and you can take 10% off of all of my services. Also, remember, if you book a private with me, it is a 2-step process. You have to pay, and then you have to schedule. If you do not pay, then it does not get scheduled. So please make sure that you pay when you schedule, because if not, we're going to have to go through this whole thing. It becomes very confusing. I want to thank also just a reminder to anyone, all of my subscribers, thank you, and anyone who is a subscriber by the end of this live, you will be signed up for the raffle that we will be doing for one free 15-minute reading. And I also see that someone just booked also for another private. Thank you so much. I really look forward to, I will be scheduling for anyone who's booking the private readings. Thank you. I will be reaching out after this to schedule those readings. I want to thank all of you. Do I teach classes? I do teach classes. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I'm going to be posting those classes. I'm going to try to do it tonight. I'm actually teaching right now those classes. I'm already teaching that to somebody. So I need to, oh, thank you. I love the butterflies. I am going to start offering the class packages. Typically what I do is I offer tiers in terms of how many classes you want to sign up for. So be it like 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Also, I will point out, I'm totally willing to split that cost, because I know the packages sometimes can get expensive. If you want to do them with somebody and you want to get a bigger class package to pay for it, like that's totally okay with me. I'm totally comfortable with doing that as well. Oh, thank you so much, Makeup. That's so sweet of you to say. What cards am I using? I am using the cards I always use. And when I teach my classes, these are the cards I always teach from. This is the deck that I was taught on from my mother when I was a child. I've done a lot of research. I've been reading the deck since about 5 years old. Well, not, I've been playing with the deck since 5. I started like really reading for myself when I was about 14. But I've done a lot of research on the decks, and I feel that the Smith-Waite system is the best deck to learn from for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of history, a lot of work that went into this deck. It's really a conglomeration of some of the earliest tarot decks that we have in recorded history. And I also feel strongly that if you have a base knowledge in this deck, that it will serve you in infinite ways on any other deck you choose to use. Because there's so many decks that are influenced by the Smith-Waite deck, that this is really the one that is truly helpful there. And also, I always point out as well, please, when you refer to this deck, don't call it the Rider-Waite deck. I know you'll see it in a lot of places called the Rider-Waite deck. We do not want to encourage that, because Rider is the name of the card company, and Waite is the name of the man in a 2-person endeavor to make the cards. It leaves out the name Pamela Coleman Smith, otherwise known as her nickname Pixie. Pixie is the person who really created the deck, and that is why we want to honor her and bring her back, because the men in the early 1900s who started selling the deck didn't feel necessary to bring up that a woman created it. So we are going to call it the Smith-Waite deck. So I look like Drake's ex. I have no idea who that is, but I'm going to go running. I'm going to go running after this to find out who that is, because I feel like I don't think I look like anybody. So I'm curious to know what I look like. So guys, I want to thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being here on this live with me. I really appreciate it. Just a reminder to anyone, if you missed the full reading of all of the signs, never fear, because it's all being streamed on TikTok right now. I mean, TikTok, it's being streamed on YouTube. Hello to all of my YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find the full reading with all of the signs there. Also, I will be pulling that raffle. So at the end of this, for a free 15-minute reading to one of my subscribers. Thanks, subscribers. Thank you so much. Your continual support is one of the biggest compliments I could possibly receive in terms of the work that I do. I really appreciate that. Else, I can't wait to have that reading with you. I'm very excited, and I will be sending you the details once I get off of this live. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private, you can go to my website, graceyoga.com. I hope all of you have a beautiful, beautiful day, the remainder of the day. I've enjoyed spending the afternoon with you, and I will talk to all of you soon. Thank you so much, guys, and take care.